How's everybody doing? My name is Speshel, and welcome back again to more Pokemon VGC stuff and things, and we are going to be back with the same team we just used earlier this week because I want to bring you a little bit of redemption. It didn't go as great as I wanted it to go, so we're going to bring the same team, and since I didn't accidentally skip forward like I did in the last one, I can actually show you again. We have Flame Orb, Guts, Luxray, we have Life Orb, Talonflame, Black Sludge, Amoonguss, Assault Vest, Urshifu, the Water Fighting type Urshifu, Pixie Plate, Sylveon, and Weakness Policy, T-Tar. So we're going to run this team again. I still think it is a very, very strong team, especially with the combination of Luxray and Talonflame. Talonflame in general, I think, is one of the strongest ones in this current meta, simply because of its ability, Gale Wings, which gives it the... it's a flying type move when he's at full health, basically first priority. So you're always able to get Tailwind up before anything else. Excuse me. So we're going up against a Togekiss, Incineroar, T-Tar, Primarina, Rillaboom, and Dusclops. So this is very much looking like a Trick Room based team. If that is the case, I like going Amoonguss. I could see him going Dusclops with Incineroar or with Rillaboom. That's something I could really see. Which, for that reason, I could bring Sylveon. Also could bring Luxray or Talonflame. There's a lot of options I have here. I don't really know what I want to go with. I kind of feel like I want to go Urshifu. I feel like Sylveon would be pretty good. We'll bring T-Tar. No, I don't know who I actually want to bring in this battle. I'm going to bring Luxray, and I'm going to bring... I will bring T-Tar. I don't know why I feel like T-Tar is a good one to bring. This is a hard team to go against. Because he's got two fake out users. He's most likely going to easily get the Trick Room set up. It's just trying to figure out how I'm going to survive the Trick Room. Because if I survive it, I win. So that's the catch. So Primarina and Dusclops are who we're going to go against. And I'm going to send out Urshifu and Amoonguss. Just going to see I'm Assault Vested, and I got Black Sludge. Not too big of a deal. I think I'm going to go Spore on Primarina. I could go Surging Strikes. I could also Dynamax. I have some options here. I know he's just going to go for a, probably a Hyper Voice, or he's going to go for a Moonblast. Which in that case, I'm actually going to go Rage Powder, and I'm going to go Rapid Flow into Dusclops. If I can get Dusclops out, I highly doubt Surging Strikes is going to take him out. I don't even think it would have taken him out if I would have not Dynamaxed. We'll see how much damage it does. Because I don't anticipate it's going to be a lot, but I'm hoping he went for Moonblast. Since Rage Powder will take both the attacks of whatever's going to happen. Yeah, that really didn't do a whole lot to Dusclops. He did go for Moonblast, so I did predict that correctly. Which Amoonguss will eat that up. He's actually going to go for Will-O-Wisp. That's a bit interesting. So he really doesn't want anything to do with my Urshifu. Which that's fine. I'm just going to go for Rage Powder again, and I could go for I could go for hitting Dusclops again, or I could go for Airstream into Primarina. Really doesn't do a whole lot. I'm just mainly afraid of the Trick Room, so I guess I'll just go for Rapid Flow again into Dusclops. I know no matter what, I'm going to knock him out in the next turn. Or after this turn. I was going to say, if I got a crazy crit, that would have been nice. Goes for Moonblast again. See if he goes for the Trick Room now. So now he goes for the Trick Room, which is a-okay with me because now Amoonguss is the fastest one on the field. Even though I'm getting hurt by my burn, I can now go for Spore, and I'm just gonna take Dusclops out right now. Take him out right now. So I think he actually messed up by going for the Trick Room. Actually goes for Ally Switch. Not great, but we are going to get a Spore off on Dusclops. So Dusclops is at least going to be sleeping now. Moonblast is not going to do too... I mean, it wasn't great. It wasn't great. Did more than half my health. This isn't going to do hardly anything. It wasn't too bad. Wasn't too bad, but I am going to go for Spore on Primarina. Again, if I can beat the Trick Room, then I win the game. So we're just going to go Spore into Primarina, and honestly, I could go for Surging Strike on Primarina, seeing how much the Dynamax move did. That's not very effective. Yeah, I'll just double into Primarina. Actually withdraws Primarina into Rillaboom. That's not great. He's going to get the Grassy Surge up. Surging Strike isn't going to do anything, to be honest. And Spore's not going to do anything to Rillaboom, which does kind of suck. We'll see how much damage this does, though. Yeah, it's not going to do very much. That was even a crit, too. Another crit, because they're all going to crit. And we hit him 3 times, and that is not very great damage. But we're at least going to get a little bit of health back on Amoonguss because of the Grassy Surge and because of Black Sludge. Now my question is, or now the question is, what I got to do here. Amoonguss is pretty okay on the field right now. I mean, quite honestly, the main issue, I could just go for Rage Powder. And I could go for Ice Punch. I'm gonna go for Rage Powder and Ice Punch. Dusclops is fast asleep because he wanted to go for Ally Switch. We do get Rage Powder, so he probably went for Grassy Glide, and it's not gonna connect. Oh, I forgot. Ah, that sucks. I just remembered that, yeah, Rage Powder doesn't do anything against Grass-type moves. That's a whoopsie. So, losing Urshifu is pretty bad, but the Trick Room's almost done. I need to get Dusclops off the field. I can go for Luxray. He still has his Dynamax, though, which is really bad. Kind of wasted my Dynamax. So I'm not really quite sure what I want to do here. I could protect. This is the last turn of Trick Room. I think I'm just going to double protect. That way I can get the Flame Orb to activate. He's probably going to Dynamax Rillaboom. He's not going to Dynamax Rillaboom. Shockingly enough, he doesn't go for the Dynamax, which I would have anticipated. Dusclops does wake up, goes for the Ally Switch, which is fine. High horsepower into Luxray. Not sure why I didn't go for Grassy Glide. Because now he has, I mean, he's got to go for Grassy Glide into Luxray if he wants to do any damage to me. Or any chance of him knocking me out. Because it'll do a lot of damage. The dimensions return to normal. I have to go for Rage Powder. And I mean, I guess we go Ice Fang and a Rillaboom and see if we can take him out. I know his defense is actually pretty high. This is where he's going to Dynamax, which makes sense. Makes sense because Trick Room's over with. Rillaboom's now the fastest one on the field. I could have done some extra damage going for Ice Fang into him, making him a little bit more on edge, but he's playing it well. It does suck that Rage Powder doesn't work against Grass-type moves, so I'm probably going down right here. And he goes for Ally Switch anyway. Which is annoying. I'm actually faster. Interesting. He does go for Max Quake, so that is going to go into... okay, so Rage Powder just doesn't work at all on Grass-type Pokemon. So Rillaboom's actually a really strong counter. If I'd have brought Talonflame, this game would have been in the bag, but it is what it is. We'll move on from this battle. Amoonguss was great, but he just had too many things that answered all the plays that I was trying to make. So that'll be it for the first game. Still got 2 more, so we can still get 2 wins. Yeah, I just didn't bring the right ones because I didn't expect Rillaboom to be as much of a threat as he was. I also expected a Fake Out. I don't know why I expected a Fake Out when he went for Grassy Glide into my Urshifu, but that's Pokemon for you. So we don't get a win in the first one. Not the worst thing in the world. Not great, because I would rather win, but we're still learning with this team. I do really like using this one because of all the different mechanics it has to it, but I'm still getting used to it. This whole meta in this season has just been a lot to try and get down and try to get familiarized with. So going against D Brown, who's got Clefairy, Whimsicott, Urshifu, Charizard, Alolan Raichu, and Indeedee. So I could see him going Indeedee with Alolan Raichu because it is an electric psychic type. I could also go Luxray, Talonflame here. I feel like that would be pretty solid, actually. He's going Talonflame with Luxray. Urshifu's pretty good here. He doesn't have any grass types that I really have to worry about, so I could bring Amoonguss. I could also bring T-Tar. I actually think Amoonguss would probably be the best thing that I can bring here. I want to bring Sylveon, but if I want to take Charizard out, it's obviously Gigantamax Charizard and Gigantamax Urshifu. I think he has the water fighting type as well. It's one thing that's kind of annoying is they don't really show like that much of a difference with the sprites, so it's hard to tell which typing it is. So he goes Urshifu, Clefairy, and it is the fighting dark type. It's not the water type. which is important to note. So I'm just going to go... I can't even protect. I could go Dynamax, and I could go Max Lightning. Really, that's my only option. That's just what I'm going to do. I'm just going to go Max Lightning, and I'm going to go for... I'm going to go for Tailwind. I know he's super afraid of Talonflame right here. He's actually just going to Gigantamax as well. Because if I was him, I'd be really afraid of Talonflame because of the fact that it can just straight up one-shot his Urshifu. The one good thing is that my Urshifu actually counters the Fighting Dark type. Because it's a water fighting instead of a fighting dark. I do like the Fighting Dark type better. I like its special move better. But if they're facing each other, the water fighting type actually has the advantage because it's not weak to fighting, which is actually kind of huge. So we're gonna have Tailwind go off, which is gonna make us faster. He actually didn't even go for Follow Me, which is a mistake on my end. So we'll see who he's knocking out here. He might go for... Actually goes for Max Airstream. Doesn't take out Talonflame. But what... Maybe I just wasn't paying attention and Clefairy did go for Follow Me. Definitely didn't. It went for Charm. Okay. Goes for Charm, so his attack harshly falls. Pretty sure that drops his attack twice. And I'm just going to go for a Max Lightning into Urshifu. And... I mean, I might as well just go for a Flare Blitz into Clefairy. Because how much... I should have been dropping my attack twice. Yeah. Just go for a Flare Blitz into Clefairy. I hope that knocks it out. I don't think it's going to knock it out. Because now he's going to go for a Follow Me. I really don't think this KOs, but we might get lucky. We're not going to get lucky. Which that is A-okay. Max Lightning will take Clefairy out, so we don't have to worry about that anymore. But Urshifu is going to be pretty fast. Him going +2 on speed. Oh, he actually goes for Max Knuckle. Which... questionable decision on that one. If that was him, I would have gone for Airstream at least into Talonflame again to be +2 and be faster than my Luxray. But he does have a Whimsicott, so that's a thing. I'm just going to go for Urshifu again here. And he's probably going to knock me out, to be quite honest. And I'm going to go for a dual Wing Beat in the Whimsicott and hopefully take it out. I figured he would go for Tailwind, which is going to make him faster. I think that knocks me out. Yeah. Little unfortunate. I did bring a Mungus, though. Let's see if this knocks out Whimsicott, even though I'm down 2. Not even close. Oh, okay. That crit was huge. So at least we took out Whimsicott. And Talonflame is still kicking. Now the question is... I mean, I could just go Amoonguss. Yeah, I think I just go Amoonguss. Worst case scenario is I just let Talonflame go down. I mean, I have no choice. I have to let Talonflame go down. So I'm going to have to protect. I'm pretty sure my Tailwind goes out this turn. He still has 3 turns of his. So we'll just go for dual Wing Beat in the Urshifu. We'll keep Amoonguss alive. At least for 1 turn. So I can throw my Urshifu in. That might be into Amoonguss. It is, and we live on 20 health. He actually missed. That's unfortunate. So that might actually be enough as well to knock me out. My Tailwind goes out, so I think we're actually going down if another loss this game. This is a tough team to, I just had tough opponents in general to go against. I mean, all I really have is going for Rage Powder here. I haven't even touched his Urshifu. His could easily have Focus Sash. Probably just going to hit Charizard with a Spore, see if that even will do anything. And I mean, I could go for Surging Strike into Charizard. I could hit Urshifu. I'm just going to hit his Urshifu. I'm going to go for Surging Strike into his Charizard. I mean, that's all I got. He's going to take out my guy anyway. Yeah, it goes for a close combat, so. And goes for a Blast Burn into Amoonguss. A little bit of overkill there, but we're not going to pick up the win. Which is a little unfortunate, but yeah, because Surging Strike I don't think is going to knock out Charizard now. No, it will. Never mind. So Charizard's gone, but we're still going to go down with a loss. Because his Urshifu was a little bit better than mine because he used his Dynamax better than I used mine. Also really unfortunate that I missed that dual Wing Beat. So we'll go down with some kind of honor here. He takes us out with an Aerial Ace, so another really good game by my opponent. Sucks that I'm not getting a whole lot of wins here, but I mean, you can't win every single battle. Gotta live and learn. Obviously, it's not really the team's fault. I don't really know how to use the team in the best way like I do with teams that I personally create. So it's my lack of knowledge of the team for why it's not doing as well. So we got time for one more battle. Hopefully we can win the last battle. Things have just not been going our way. But that is Pokemon. You can't win everything. Shoot, I've beaten guys who are in the top 100, top 50 in the world, and then I'll lose to people who are my rank. Alright, we got a very interesting team. Magnezone, Porygon 2, Alolan, Marowak, Grimmsnarl, Indeedee, and Amoonguss. It is most definitely a Trick Room team. That's blatantly obvious. I could go Sylveon. I know his Grimmsnarl is going to have Fake Outs. It's just a matter of thinking ahead of my opponent, or trying to. We got 80, 35, 134, and 81. So I kind of want to bring my slowest guys. I mean, I definitely have to bring Amoonguss. Let's see, Amoonguss. Let's go Amoonguss with Luxray. Have T-Tar in the back with, I mean, probably Sylveon. We'll take Sylveon for the first time. Haven't brought him at all, so this might end up working out. I don't want to bring Urshifu because he has a lot that can take Urshifu out with its fighting type. Because he has Psychic and he has Fairy. Which doesn't do well for him even with the Assault Vest on. So Porygon 2 and Indeedee. Can already tell that Indeedee is most likely going to be going for Expanding Force. Battlefield gets weird, and in all honesty, I think I'm going to switch up the field here. I don't want to Dynamax right out the gate, but it's kind of my only option. He's got Porygon 2, he's got Indeedee. I think I can switch out into T-Tar. And kind of feel like protecting here. We're just going to protect. I don't want to waste my Dynamax straight out of the beginning of the battle. I know he's going to go for Expanding Force. It's obvious because he's going to set up the Trick Room with Porygon 2 instead, which makes sense. If they do have a Sash on Indeedee, I'll break it with the Sandstorm. It does go for Expanding Force. It's not going to hit either of my guys, and then Porygon 2 was going to set up the Trick Room. Pretty obvious, but I really didn't have anything else to go with. So we got T-Tar and we got Luxray. And Luxray's gonna have his guts activated. Now did Porygon... Did he have Trace? He had Trace, he didn't have Download. Oh boy, what are we gonna do now? So who does he have in the back? So he's got a lot of that in the back. I could just easily go for... I kind of just want to go for a Max Knuckle in a Porygon. I think I'm going to go for that, and I think I'm just going to go for a... I could go for Psychic Fang. I'll just go for a Wild Charge into Indeedee. Which... The thing that's going to suck is I am going to get probably knocked out by an Expanding Force on Luxray. But it's not going to do anything to T-Tar. And if he doesn't get knocked out, then I'll at least be taking Indeedee down with me. But we'll see if he doubles into Luxray or not. Goes for Zap Cannon into T-Tar. That was interesting. So I'm going to boost the attack of Luxray and T-Tar. I really hope that, that Luxray lives this. I don't think he's going to. He actually does live it, so he's going to take Indeedee down with him, which... That's fine with me. We take Indeedee out. We're going to get knocked out by the recoil. Honestly, it could have gone a whole lot worse, so I'm not too upset about that. And I'm able to throw, able to freely throw in a Mungus. So it was a pretty good switch, actually, bringing T-Tar out instead of leading a Mungus in. Because I knew exactly what my opponent was going to do, so... Now he sends out his Marowak. And I got a Mungus. Amoonguss should be the slowest one on the field. Now, question is... I think I'm just going to go for a Max Rockfall and a Marowak. Just in the off chance, I'm going to go for Spore and a Marowak. I'm already assuming he's going to Dynamax here. And the other cool thing too, a lot of times the reasons people are taking a low on Marowak is because of the, I think the new ghost type move is called Poltergeist, and it does way more damage if the Pokemon you use it on has a held item. I think it like doubles the damage or something crazy. It uses the basically it uses the item against the Pokemon. So he was probably trying to decide if he wanted to Dynamax and lose that capability, or if he wanted to try it. So I'm fairly confident Amoonguss. Okay, so he does max guard. I was gonna say I'm fairly confident that Amoonguss will be slower, and it is. Goes for Zap Cannon again, and apparently doesn't realize that his guy has Lightning Rod. So he made a bit of a whoopsie, which is fine by me. He really wants to go for Zap Cannon for some reason. We're just gonna go Rockfall on the Marowak, and I mean, I'll just go for Spore again. I have no reason to go for anything else. My opponent kind of messed up because he forgot that he had Lightning Rod, which I have been there. Been there, done that. So I know that pain. So we'll see what my opponent goes for. He's probably knowing that I'm going to put his Marowak to sleep and I'm going to knock it out unless he's able to get a another max guard off, which is pretty unlikely. So Marowak's going sleepy time. And let's see, he goes for Recover this time. But max Rockfall should be enough, especially with me boosting my attack one. Should be knocking out Marowak. And he is gone. So I went for Spore instead of Rage Powder, or even something else, because I just didn't want to take any damage whatsoever. So at least this battle is going a lot better for us. Amoonguss is definitely one of the, if not the best, I want to say he's the best, but he's definitely in like the top 5 for best support Pokemon. Just because of how bulky he is, the access to moves that he gets. We're going to go for Brick Break into Porygon, and I'm just going to go for Spore in the Magnezone. He's probably going to try and go for Zap Cannon again, which would be kind of funny. So Magnezone is asleep. Let's see if he goes for Zap Cannon again. He does. And he misses again. And Brick Break will do a pretty good amount of damage. I think everything goes away now. Dimensions go to normal, and the Psychic Field goes away. So should just be able to go for a Brick Break again. And yeah, let's go for Rage Powder, I guess. Because now I have T-Char's the fastest one on the field. Rage Powder will take any oncoming attack. Brick Break's gonna knock out Porygon, and then I'll be able to take out Magnezone. So we're at least gonna get one win. We don't go 0-3. We go 1-2. Magnezone is still very sleepy. But we're able to do a lot of work with T-Tar. T-Tar's still one of the best ones that you can use right now, so definitely don't sleep on T-Tar. If you have the chance to use him, might as well use him. And that did a lot of damage. Magnezone does wake up and goes for Steel Beam. See if that knocks me out. Doesn't knock me out because he went to Amoonguss. And he KO'd himself, so played the mind games on him. He thought I was going to go for Rage Powder again, so we are able to win one battle. Okay, I thought my opponent like rage quit on me. We are able to get a win against Rain. Wish we could have got a win on the other two battles, but again, not the team's fault. More or less, it's my fault because I just need more experience with the team. So again, we'll see where our rank's at. Our rank is not too great. because this has been one heck of a season to try and figure things out on the fly for what everybody's been trying to bring. But we're able to get one win with that team. Wow, my rank did not change hardly at all. So we're sitting at 14. Definitely want to be in a better spot. 27 to 29, not great, but this season's been very much a learning experience, trying to figure out what the most popular teams people are bringing, what ideas they're thinking of. So definitely not too upset. There's still a lot of the season left to play. I mean, we still got half this month to go, so anything can happen. I got new teams in the works that I want to try out. Again, I'll leave the rental code in the description for you guys to try out if you want to try this team. But anyways, that'll be it for this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye!